Round number 6 of the NASCAR Series X and Cup Series comes to beautiful Quebec, Montreal, and Circuit Gilles Villeneuve for NASCAR Series X and Cup Series pole qualifying, presented by Coors Light. It is a beautiful day, 73 degrees, the 8-mile-per-hour wind north of the racetrack. But good thing is, you see down there, only 5% chance of precipitation. Excuse me. So it's a perfect day to go racing. Same rules still apply from last weekend at Canada. 27 drivers in each round, 1A and round 1B. Had to be inside the top 8 to advance into round 2, and be inside the top 20 to be in the race. And there's only 10 minutes round 1A and round 1B, and 5 minutes in round 2. See right now the white cars are on track. Not to make anything, but mostly white cars are on track. The 25 car, the 30 car, and the 34 car of Krause. And you got the blue Chevrolet of Adrian Mitchell. Been back to the white Ford of Tommy Simpson. Let's go on board with the lap for Sean McKean right now. So he's trying to get by the 25 of Sean McKean, Brad Stover. So he's trying to get by the 25 car, but that 25 car is still hanging on and now gives up the spot. The NASCAR official came up with a rules package to try and make the outside lane, trying to make the outside lane have more grip, because with a lot of these tracks that we go to, the inside lane is a more dominant line to choose from. So what NASCAR decided to do, they brought a tire package on the tire on the right side of the race car that allows, if you go to the high lane, it allows you to keep up with the inside lane. Doesn't mean you'll pass them, but it allows you to keep up with them. You know, so if someone on the inside lane passes you, they're gonna have a harder time doing that as in previous years. So yeah, that's another change you see here. Adrian Mitchell, top of the board, 104.534. Yeah, as you can tell, it is 3 seconds longer than Canada. Canada, the average lap time is around 76 seconds. This one is over 100 seconds. See right now, Angel Rivera knocks off the 12 car Mitchell. So here, hopefully you can get an example of it right here. See the 34 car and the 12. See the outside lane. Remember, Krause was on the outside lane and he was able to get by the 25. That's what the officials want to do with this tire package. So, whoa, Stover got on to the brakes a bit too late. Got him slowed up, and actually cost Mitchell, because Mitchell had to get on the brakes so that he wouldn't hit the 25 car. But from the helicopter view, see you can get a better angle of this. See, this is a very long straightaway. Then you got to do this tight turn. Then you come off the turn to the start-finish line. Sean McKean, 101.619. Tommy Simpson jumps up to second. So right now, it is Toyota, Ford. Well, never mind. Brian Zavalza jumps to the top. 101.417. Another driver that has not made a race in recent weeks. Has not made the last time he made a race was at Bristol in race 3. Did not make it at Fontana or at Canada. So right now it is Chevy, Toyota, Ford, Dodge. Luke Ryan jumps to the top. Luke Ryan, now if you do remember, let's flashback to what happened last time at Canada. Luke Ryan was running really well, running side by side with DJ Kirker inside top 15, made contact with him, and went into the wall. The tire bearers head on. Luckily he was okay, but he took a big hit to the points. And hopefully right now it's looking like it's starting to turn around. You see Kevin Cow jumps up to second. Here he is. Now he was in a big crash with Kyla Boggs Cal was en route to his first top 10 finish. Either top 10 or top 5. I believe it was top 5 finish. Made contact with Kyler Boggs. And then just careened that wall. Luckily, like I said, he was okay. But again, he took a big hit in the points. As well as Luke Bryan. So right now, Angel Vera holds the final spot to advance. And right now the 48 car, actually the O2 car is now, yes, the O2 car holds the final spot because of that win. So really the drivers that are out right now, DJ Kirker and, never mind, just got switched once again, the O2 car. See, a lot of things are changing right now. So right now, see, Gavin Marshall's still 26th fastest. And this is something that these drivers do not want to see. You know, because of that win, he automatically gets a spot in the race because of that win. Some of these drivers, like right now, KJ Adams, trying to make the race for the 4th time, just got his best finish last time. He's trying to make the race. He thinks he's made it. He's got the final spot, but no, that's being taken away by Gavin Marshall because of that win. You see, looking at Donald Stern right now, dead last, 104.065. You got Richard Wells. He will be out right now. Francisco Ibarra, Austin Stitzel, Nick Kennedy, and KJ Adams and Caleb Faircloth. Right now, they are out because of that green and yellow City Chevrolet. And behind him is Stitzel, who's trying to get in. He's right now 25th fastest. Here they come across the line. See what happens here. Marshall, fastest lap of the race, but stays 26th, or really stays 20th. Here's Stitzel right now. Has not made a race since Bristol. Was close to making it last time in Canada. Robert Alonso in the 37. 19th fastest. Really, he holds the final spot for drivers that don't have a win. And Donald Stern, 27th, trying to make his 2nd career start. Had a great run. Came inside the top 15 last weekend. He's got to do something big if he wants to be able to advance to this race. Donald Stern got in the grass a bit. That's going to cost him a bit. Look at Stitzel. Alonso and Marshall. Alonso holds the final spot. Austin Stitzel below the cut line. Donald Stern below the cut line. Marshall, he holds the final spot for all the drivers, while Alonso holds the final spot for drivers that don't have a win. See, Stitzel's trying to get by the O2. See, wow, look how much the 37 car gained from that. See what happens across the line here. Will Marshall pick up? Does not, stays 20. Actually, no. Jumps. Oh, there was a big. Oh, yeah, that was Donald Stern. Jumped up to 21st, but that obviously won't matter because he is still below the cut line. Nice pickup from him, but it's still below the cut line. And here comes Austin Stitzel to the inside of Marshall now. No, whoa! Oh, man! Marshall just banged right into the left side of Austin Stitzel. Don't know what that was all about, but wow, that was unexpected. See, hopefully now the 24 might have issues because of that. That was a big hit he took. That was very, very odd on why the O2 car would just turn dead right onto him. Right now, David Woodard is on the top of the board with a 100.020. Brian Zavalza holds the final spot to advance. And right now, Gavin Marshall holds the final spot to actually make it to the field. You see, now it's a lot spread out. There's the O2 car. So right now, all these drivers, Stern, Stitzel, and Alonso, they're below the cut line. Faircloth is also below the cut line, as well as the 48 car, Richard Wells, and Nick Kennedy. So a lot of drivers that had good runs at the start of the season are falling back. No pickup for either of these drivers. Here's Faircloth. And it looks like for the second week in a row, unless he somehow makes his lap, for the second week in a row, he might not make the field. Let's see what happens here this time by. Across the line. See where he goes. Jumps up to 15th. And wow, nice pickup for the 84 car. And look at this. The 5 car, Sidney Dotzenberg, is 18th. If Dotzenberg loses one more position, that means KJ Adams will be knocked out of this round. Of this race. There is Dotzenberg. She's right now 18th fastest. And now, we'll take a look at KJ Adams. There's Adams. I think he's gonna make it. And there's Zillick, trying to get by the 48 car. And that is it for qualifying for round 1A. As we take a look at the drivers that made it from positions 9 to 20. That is Sean McKean, Brad Stover, Tommy Simpson, Jack Krause, Carlos Zillick, Alex Ibarra, Caleb Faircloth with the last lap effort. And then Adrian Mitchell, Antonio Green, Sidney Dotzenberg, and KJ Adams just barely gets that final spot. That means DJ, and because of this win, Gavin Marshall will be in this race. So because of that, the other drivers that will be out: DJ Kirker, Irvin Alonso, Nick Kennedy, Donald Stern, Francisco Ibarra, Richard Wells, and Austin Stitzel will not make the field for Sunday's race. So break for those guys. We'll be right back for round 1B from Canada, from Montreal.
What makes Dover special isn't just what's racing around. It's all the great memories that stay put forever. Dover International Speedway. Experience traditions cemented in Dover.
Welcome back to the NASCAR Series XM Cup Series. You see the cars are on track. We're getting set and ready for round 1B of qualifying to see who will be part of the other half of round 2. See the cars are already on track. Cody Garcia in the 07. As you see, we have developed a bit of a fog here today. See right now, there's a lot dirtier in the air, it looks like. So that will affect this. Not really affected, but it's a bit of a change here today. Let's go Garcia in the 07 car. Was 4 laps away from winning this race, or last weekend at Canada, about to come in for pit stops, and Jerry Lewis ended up as the winner. Because if there was no caution during that pit cycle, Garcia would have been the leader, and Garcia would have won that race if there was no caution. So that's why Garcia was pretty mad on social media when he said this right after the race. Yeah, it shows his displeasure on that, but he says hopefully that he will be able to have a shot this weekend. Now, same rules apply. You get 10 minutes of qualifying. See Garcia closing in on the 52. Now, you don't want to get too close because then you're going to have to check up a lot more, and that can affect your lap time. It's looking to be a great lap right now. Across the line, Garcia, top of the charts. 107.166, but yeah, he's the only driver on track that has actually posted a lap. Drivers ahead of him now, Nicky Maxwell, Michael Gerving, the Pepsi Toyota. I don't think right now Pepsi will be a good time to sponsor after the turmoil that happened between Pepsi and that commercial, but luckily United Airlines covered that for Pepsi. Everyone's talking about United Airlines right now, no one's talking about Pepsi. I guess it's a good time now. Justin Gillespie, the other Dodge in the series, in the 21 Cheetos machine. Jules Caesar to the top, 104.737. Here's Jerry Lewis, last weekend's winner from Canada, led the race, or won the pole, did not lead a single lap until with 2 laps to go. And he came home as the winner, jumped up from, I believe, 28th to 5th in the standings with that win. But normally he would have been 19th without, if that win did not count towards the playoffs, he would have been 19th, so. What a nice pickup for him. He's running right now the normal Pennzoil shell Ford. Lucifer Sam jumps up to the top, 102.11. Look at these jam of race cars, around 4 or 5 race cars under a blanket, looks like. Here's Jever Hernandez, see what he does. He has not posted a lap yet, I don't believe. No, he hasn't. Yeah, 9 cars haven't posted a lap yet. Surprised at this many. Here's Brian Zalea. Has not made a race also since Bristol, I think. Trying to make the field today. As well as Jordan Bonner, who jumps up to the top, 101.168. Nice lap for him. See what Lewis does across the line. Lewis jumps up to 14th fastest. Here's Josh Crash, your Bristol winner. Did not have a good run last time in Canada, even though he came home 8th. Yet he had a car that was a top 15 car. He came home and sent top 10, so a nice run for that crew. As he slides off that turn right in front of Ryan Bogey, the other rookie in the field. And Crash 11th fastest and Bogey 10th. Bogey did not make the field last time at Canada. So right now Dalton Bauman is fastest. You got Jay Jefferson in 2nd, Ian Dermody 3rd, Jordan Bonner 4th, Mitchell Carter 5th, Justin Gillespie 7th or 6th. Lucifer Sam now takes 6th spot. And now Robert Harrison. Wow, Harrison jumps up to the top, 100.542. There's Harrison, the 91 State Farm Chevrolet. Announced that he will not be racing. He will retire after the end of this season. Announced that last weekend after he did not make the field at Canada. He announced that he will not be in the 91 car. Now, there's already been a replacement for the 91 car. It will be Hilton Etienne. Sorry if I don't pronounce it right. He will take over the 91 machine next season. See right now, Mitchell Carter jumps up to 3rd. So right now, Ian Dermody holds the final transfer spot to advance into round 2. There he is. And right now, here are the drivers that are out. It is Brian Zalea, Ryan Bogey, Coco Garcia, Josh Dunn, Nicky Maxwell, and Eli Bright. Josh Crouch is here. He's 23rd, but because of that win, he gets an automatic lock-in. So really, Mike Gordon is also out. There's Crash, and there is Bogey. Bogey trying to improve on his lap time. See what he does here. Cross the line. Jumps all the way up to the 15th spot. Nice pickup for for Bogey. Here's Zach Hussey in the 21st position right now. See what he does across the line. And he will stay. Jumps up to 20th. Now, 18 car. Josh Crouch jumps up to 9th. That's good for the other drivers because now that means they can have a fair shot. And now you see Josh Don just got bumped to the 20th spot, so he's on the bubble. There's Alea, 26th fastest. See what he does across the line. And he is 26th still. 6th still, excuse me. Here's Mike Gordon, 25th fastest. Jumps up to 20th, takes the bubble spot away from Josh Don. Caesar jumps all the way up to 7th. Nice run for him. Here's Darmody. Not much change there. Here's Josh Don, 22nd fastest. Let's see what Don does this lap. Here he comes, coming to the start-finish line. And Don jumps up to 14th. So now that puts Eli Bright, who was dead last, now he's on the bubble. Here's Akusi again, who held the bubble spot, and now he's back to 23rd. See what he can do. Again. And he stays 23rd. Here's Garcia, 27th. Can he pick up this time? Yes, but only one position, jumps up to 26th. Here's Mitchell Carter in the 27 car. He's right now 6th fastest. Matt Hussey, though, he is 25th fastest. Here he comes across the line. He will stay 25th. Here comes Alea. And he will stay 27th. Nope, jumps up to 23rd, so it won't matter. Here's Gordon, 22nd. Stays there. So the closest driver now is out of the bubble, that is Zach Hussey. And here we go. Overtime mode now. Really, you're going to have only this time by. That's all you're going to get. Gordon will make another lap. We'll be able to, as well as Alea, Hussey, and Hernandez as well. And as 52 car Brady Dunn. But I don't know about... Yeah, Garcia's not going to be able to post. So this will be it for both Dunn and Garcia. This will be their lap. If they don't pick up here, then they will not be able to make the field. Here they come across the line. Zach Hussey jumps up to 20th. Across the line. Garcia does not pick up. But Dunn jumps to the final transfer spot. 20th. That bumps off Zach Hussey. So now Hussey, he has to fight for this pole. But he will not make it. You saw Hussey just made it into the field, but now he's going to get knocked off. Wow. You're smart there. Yeah, Gordon jumps up one position to 23rd. And here is Boggs. Can he pick up? He's 24th. No, he does not. Here's Eli Bright. I don't think he's going to make it in 9 seconds. 8, 7, 6. Now he's not going to make it. 4, 3, 2, 1. And that is it. No, it's not. You have 30 more seconds. Here comes Bright to the line. Bright stays 22nd. He will not make the field. Yeah, and that'll be it. No one else will have a shot. You see, Zach Hussey is way too far back. And tough break for Zach Hussey. 3, 2, 1, and that is it for qualifying from Montreal. Let's take a look at the results from 19 to 20. So Don Benson comes home in 9th. Then you got Michael Gregory 10th, Lucifer Sam 11th, Josh Crash 12th, Brian Bogey 13th, Nicky Maxwell 14th, Josh Don 15th, Jordan Bonner 16th, Cody Smart 17th, Justice Gillespie 18th, Jeff Hernandez 19th, and how about Braden Dunn? Last second knocks off Zach Kusi and takes the final spot to advance. And here are the heartaches. That means Zach Kusi, Eli Bright, Mike Gordon, Kyler Boggs, Brian Zalea, Matt Hussey, and Coke Garcia will now make the field for Sunday's Sprint Dash at Montreal. Tough break for them. But next up, we'll see who will be on the pole for Sunday's event. We're right back here on MDK.
Yeah, I just saved a whole lot of money by switching to Geico.
Huh. We should take a closer look at Geico.
You know, Geico insures way more than cars, boats, motorcycles, even RVs.
Geico insures RVs? What's an RV?
The thing we've been stuck on for 5 years?
Wait, I'm not a real moose?
We've been over this, Jeff.
We're stickers.
I'm not a real moose.
Give him some space.
Deep breaths, Jeff.
What's a sticker?
Take a closer look at Geico. Great savings and a whole lot more.
Welcome back to the NASCAR Series XM Cup Series pole qualifying. As you see right now, the cars are getting set for round number 2 of qualifying at Montreal to see who will start on the grid for Sunday's race. Now here there's 16 drivers in round number 2, and you only get 5 minutes. But honestly, see Kevin Cow on track right now, we might really only get 2 laps in. Also, Robert Harrison coming on to start his lap. We're going to go on board with Cal for a bit. Kevin Cow in the Police Station Chevrolet. Now, let's flashback to what happened last weekend at Canada. He was involved with Kyle Bugs. He was en route to a 5th place finish, but made contact with Kyla Boggs with 2 laps to go, and that caused a huge hit to that outside retaining wall. And Boggs ended up, I believe, 30th, and Cal ended up finishing 32nd. Cal, like I said, he was en route to his first top 5 finish. So that was a huge hit for him in the points. But it looks like this will be a nice turnaround. He will qualify inside the top 16 for the first time, I believe, this season. He's made it to round 2. He makes it this sharp turn, right hand turn, then he turns off to this long straightaway. Now this straightaway right here can create a lot of good racing because it is super long. It's about the same length than Daytona actually, so yeah, on the same length as Daytona, so it can create a lot of racing. But right here in this turn, you don't want to be too close to the guy in front of you, or else if he gets on the brake a bit too early, you can just ram into the back of him. So that's why it's to be careful on the way to position your move. So now he's completed his first lap, or he's about to start his lap. You see already 2:40 left on the clock. Robert Harrison 104.022. Also Jerry Lewis in the 22 Shell Punzo Ford right there. David Wood, and there's DJ Reed. Right now he's the only driver that's not on track right now, which is very odd because he only has 2 minutes. He might only get just 1 lap in. There's 46 car, and now Reed is coming out on pit road. Harrison's still leading. David Woodard in 2nd, and you got Brian Zavales on 3rd, Mitchell Carter 4th. Dalton Baum in 5th, Seminowski in 6th, and Joe Caesar in 7th. And now Dalton Baum just jumped up to the 6th spot, and Andromodi jumped up to the 3rd spot. Look at Jay Jefferson right on the 41 Monster Energy Chevrolet. See what he does across the line. Jefferson. Actually, he's about to start his lap. Here's a 98 car. Byron McShane. Here's Cow and here's Harrison. Cow, see what he does. This is his first official lap time. And he goes to the top of the charts. And now Harrison back to the top. 100.877. Was originally Kevin Cow with 101.577. And Jerry Lewis jumps up to third. 102.313. Here's Woodard in the 3. Woodard. He's fourth fastest right now. Jumps up to second. Here's Zavalza. Jumps up to second again. Carter to second. Here comes Luke Ryan, the 08 Sonic Chevrolet. Outside the top 10 right now. 7th. Reed, he's only going to get 1 lap in. The rookie. Dalton Baum's on pit lane. He's right now dead last. Here's Darmody. He's right now 6th fastest. Thompson, 6th. So right now we're going to have overtime, 1:40. There's Jay Jefferson right now. And it looks like McShane is also going to get a lap in. Or he's going to get this lap in. I believe that's maybe it. Maybe that's it. Not sure. Right now the 41, the 98, and the 71 cars not posted lap. Here's Jay Jefferson to the line. See where he goes. Outside the top 10, 12th. McShane. McShane goes to 4th. Nice pickup for McShane to 4th fastest. Here comes Cow and Harrison. Cow 4th and Harrison stays 1st. Here comes Lewis, 9th fastest right now. Jumps up to 8th. Here's Woodard, right now 6th. Here he comes in that black number 3 to the line. Stays 3rd. The 46 car stays 3rd. And Carter stays 2nd. I want to say the 3 car stays 6th. Here comes Luke Ryan. He's 11th fastest right now. 10th fastest. Here comes Reed. 12th. Caesar, fastest lap but does not pick up. Olvera stays 11th. And Oskin. And that is it. Thompson's the final one to cross the line. 7th fastest. 0, 1, and I said 1-0, excuse me. You got 30 seconds left. Looks like Jefferson and McShane are possibly the only 2 drivers that will have a chance, maybe. Jefferson will. I don't know about McShane, though. Here comes Jefferson. He's 14th fastest. Here he comes across the line. And Jefferson does not pick up. What about McShane? He does not pick up as well. And that is it for qualifying meeting. Robert Harrison, who has not made a race since Daytona or Atlanta, I believe, wins pole. Let's take a look at the results. Robert Harrison with 100.877, a great lap time. They got Mitchell Carter 2nd, Brian Zavala was 3rd, Kevin Cow 4th, Pyre McShane in 5th, David Woodard 6th, Kiki Thompson 7th, Aaron Dermody 8th, Jerry Lewis 9th, Luke Ryan 10th, Angel Vera 11th, DJ Reed 12th, Sam Minoskin 13th, Jay Jefferson in 14th, Juicy's in 15th, and how about, man, Dalton Bauman, 107.792, 4 seconds slower than Julius Caesar's lap, which was 103 point something. So that is it for qualifying from Montreal. Thank you guys so much for watching. Robert Harrison wins pole. We will see you next time for the running of the Sprint Dash at Montreal.